Well, I apologize for the kind of sloppiness of this video. I'm on my phone. My GoPros are at home, and what I have today did not ship to my home. So, let's just go look at it. I'm really excited about this. That is a paramotor. I promise. I am blessed enough to be under 200 pounds, which means this little thing can fly me. This is a DLE170. It's a twin-cylinder RC airplane engine. Makes about 17 horsepower, so it's similar in power output to the Atom 80, but it's maybe half the weight. So this is an aluminum frame. No fuel in it, of course, and the cage isn't on, but 2 fingers. All up, ready to fly. This propeller, netting, fuel is supposed to be under 40 pounds. So that's a mess. We're going to clean that up. But basically, it has electric start too. It's a starter motor down here on the bottom. It's run from a relay that triggers when, I guess it's the black button. You hit the black button to start. I suppose it could be either one of them. But you got a start and a kill. That is in the ignition box. RC planes typically fly on a coiled ignition pack that runs on a battery, not on a magneto. So you need a battery to supply that, but you already need the battery for the electric starter. So no harm, no foul. You're already carrying I think it's a 3-cell LiPo. And then this little guy drops the voltage down. Looks like it drops down from 12 volt in for a 3S to no, it's a 12 volt 5 amp output. So I could run this on 4S, really. Okay, cool. Anyways, this came straight from China, if that's not obvious. And it looks like it got a little banged up in the process. But the frame's straight, so we're going to try to put it together. No manual, of course, but being from China, it is what it is. I've got J-bars, which you haven't seen these in a while. It's really crappy tape. They slot in there, and there's a pin that drops through them. The hoop sections, of course, which are also extremely light, very, very, very lightweight. It's kind of a Fresh Breeze style hoop. And this harness, which I was really impressed with. It says Soaring Eagle down the middle of it, but it is impressive quality. I don't know the brand. I'm sure it's a cheap knockoff one, but very, very thick cushioning, solid seat board. Like that's several layers of plywood down there. This is a high hang point harness. Don't know if I'm going to keep it or switch to something low, but either way it's fixed J-bars, so it's not going to have much weight shift authority anyways. But the goal is price and weight. Super light, super, I won't say cheap, inexpensive. But anyways, I'm going to start throwing this thing together and take video breaks along the way as I do stuff. So check it out. Okay, step 1, hoop is on. I'm pretty sure this had some, hi Dad, I'm pretty sure this had some shipping damage actually, because it's pretty badly like scuffed and I wouldn't say dented in some places, but it's definitely been scraped off. And the box I got it in from DHL says repacked, and there's not a lot in there. So
That's all.
yeah, I don't know.
It rattled around quite a bit.
But it's all in one piece, and it's actually that's my weight, and it's not budging, so it's pretty sturdy. You know, it's not moving anywhere, and I can still pick it up with one hand. Over on our back now, installing the harness. It's just these 2 slide strap thingies on top and this one on the bottom. They are buckled in. Got the J-bars attached. They've got this one giant pin. A lot of this needs like safety strapping, but the J-bars pivot out, but not further in. So that's what you want to see. I am now try to figure out how to attach this to here, and I'm just going by guesswork here, but there's a little riveted spot. I'm pretty sure that somehow lines up. We'll figure it out and then come back. Okay, it's a little weird, but I figured it out. There's a pocket hidden in the main riser. Remember I said that that grommet had something to do with it? Well, directly behind that grommet is actually a hole. It goes right up in there. I can stick my finger in it. So looking at the pictures, this actually sits down on top of the upturned J-arm, I guess. Yeah, I had to glean that off of a different picture, this picture. So, still not sure how that holds in, but it's got a hole clean through and a grommet to strap it to for what I assume to be safety. Probably some really heavy-duty zip tie, I guess. It did come with several zip ties. So we're going to slide that on there and see if I can get the harness adjusted. And the propeller, which is actually, I think, paramotor specific. This is half of it. It slots together like a normal paramotor prop would, which I thought was kind of weird. So the DLE170 here is a RC airplane engine. Could have just as easily gotten an RC airplane propeller that was one piece, but they took the time to cut it in half and style it like a normal paramotor prop, so that's weird. But one thing that is kind of strange, this has a center, main drive shaft, and then this hub is attached to it, so that center shaft still aligns everything. And then just like your paramotor, you've got the usual propeller spacer. It looks like this has been, I don't know if it's been test fit or test used. This is kind of a chore to line up here single-handed. There it is. We'll just put, oh, that lines up pretty well actually. Put it in with one bolt as far as I can, just for the effect. This is a 32 by 10. The DLE170 with this spec propeller makes, hold your horses, ready, 100 pounds of thrust. Yes sir, 100 whole oomphs. So generally you want 1 pound of thrust for every 2 pounds of weight to actually fly. Not very well, but just fly in general. This should do it. So that's got compression. It should run pretty smooth too, because it's got compression on both sides. And I like this too. This is another callback to the fact that it's hobby related. You'll see the gear, we'll see it better here. This main gear that's on the back of the motor, you'll see it spin when I turn the propeller backwards, but not when I turn the propeller forwards. So backwards, forwards. So this motor, which by the looks of it is like a 775 size, has a gear down unit under it, and then direct drive to this gear at all times. But inside this hub, I assume, is probably a one-way bearing, like what we use on RC cars, so that the starter only engages when the starter motor is spinning faster than the engine shaft. So not engaged is engaged, because as I'm pushing this backwards, it's the same as the motor putting force forwards. I can't turn it by hand, it's really hard. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. So it's not running all the time, which, would sap away power. All right, let's go hang up. We'll call that 165 for easy math.
Yeah.
So whatever this is, add 6 gallons for fuel. This is the complete paramotor minus a battery. 200. So 35 pounds, plus 6, 41 pounds ready to fly. Not bad. I do kind of like the throttle too. It's big fingers instead of little fingers. You got a start and a stop on the other side. Right, so if I drove something like a CRV, it would probably fit, but this does not fit my itty bitty hatchback, mostly because of the width of the frame. So I gotta take the hoop off, but that's okay. Yeah, let's see if it fits in the CRV. Ladies and gentlemen, yes indeed, if you make better financial decisions than me and have a small SUV, it'll fit in one piece. Fantastic. So first impressions. Cage fit and finish is not good. It's also straight from China and under 3 grand. So there's that. It's lack of instructions, but really if you're getting this, you should be knowing what you're doing already. The J-bar situation, I'm gonna have to put this bolt through it to hold the straps there. That is what that little hole's for, but that hardware wasn't included. I really wish it was some kind of snap ring, you know, clip pin like this, but otherwise, yeah, the frame is solid. The harness is actually pretty comfortable and well built, at least from the outside. And I like the throttle, which is weird, but that's that. This will be a really weird video for me. I was just kind of rambling the whole time. Hope you like it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see me fly it.